This is going to be a spoiler-free review of Toy Story 5. We will talk about the plot at like the very end of this video, like the last 2 minutes. We will give you plenty of warning, but this video is safe to watch if you have not seen Toy Story 5. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so scared. Okay, we're back. It's a lot busier this time than it was last time. Also, I have a microphone this time, so the sound will be a lot better. We're going to see Toy Story. I keep almost saying Toy Story 3. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because that's the best one that I always want to say it. But no, we're seeing Toy Story 5. We came here for Digital Circus a couple weeks ago, and now there's more people. This is now my second time leaving my house, so I'm less scared than the first time, but it's okay. I got Lola filming on the camera.
It's windy today. Good thing you have that puff ball.
Good thing I have the little fuzzy bear on the mic, you know? Show the water fountain. Look at the beautiful water fountain and the Cheesecake Factory over there. We already got our tickets. I got them because this is a much more high demand than Digital Circus. No offense to the Digital Circus heads out there, but most of us stay inside and just watch things on our computer. Yeah, we got literally, I had to get IMAX tickets because everything else was sold out. And also, I didn't want to sit in those first 2 rows because I did that for Avatar way back in the day and I had a headache for a week. So we are at the first row before those on the very side. So I'm sorry, Lola. We could have gotten possibly better seats if I got my tickets a day ahead. But we are at the first showing that is humanly possible. Today's Thursday, the 18th, and it's supposed to come out tomorrow. I don't know why. I don't know how that works. Like, why is it out a day ahead of time?
Oh, I didn't know it was out a day ahead of time.
Yeah. Well, and it works out because tomorrow I have to film my Digital Circus video, my like reaction thing. So we got a couple of busy work days ahead of us.
Hey, first off, I make real-time smacks. Boy, you know the model gotta push it to the mat.
Okay, and after you, my sweet Lola.
Did you flip it around the camera?
It's flipped automatically. I know this is the worst possible angle for a human to film themselves, but when you like hold it out like this, it suddenly becomes way more cringe for me personally.
15 will be to the right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we're in. They didn't say no to me because I'm okay. I promised Lola we'd get a snack before the movie started.
I'm so hungry.
What do you want? What do you want?
I don't know yet. Wait, I gotta look at the menu. Usually I want the pretzels, but I need to get something that Bo is gonna eat with me too.
Wait. Is this the non-member lane and the priority lane? Wow, exclusion. I thought we moved past that in this country.
I think I saw chicken tenders and fries.
Chicken tenders and fries.
Yeah, they do have it.
Whoa. Okay, yeah, sure. I mean, what time is it right now?
A little past 2:30.
Little past 2:30. Well, then their clock over there is wrong.
It's like 2:43.
Okay.
What?
We're getting it closer than I thought, but it should be completely fine. For some reason, when we saw Digital Circus a couple weeks ago, the movie started way sooner than it was supposed to, because usually these movies, there's the time on the ticket, and then like a half hour later is when you're actually watching the movie. But for some reason, the one time they decided to change that up was when we went, but we should be fine, right?
You guys see that popping? That's a true popcorn machine poppin' fiesta. Your microwave could never do this, not in a million years. It could try, but it never would. Are you ready for Boy Story, Lola?
Oh, for a second I was like, I don't know where my mic is.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm so ready. I'm also ready to devour these chicken tenders.
What's your favorite Toy Story?
The first one.
Yeah, okay, valid.
Even though that the first one traumatized me, honestly. When
the spooky Sid toys.
Yeah, like the worst one was the baby head on the spider legs. That traumatized me as a kid.
Oh yeah, that's probably
I was terrified.
I think that's a universal experience. But let's end this, people.
Okay, Lola suggested that I put on my Toy Story shirt instead, so I'm gonna change. Makes sense. I think it's been sitting in the closet for probably 2 years, maybe 3. 'Tis the day to bust it out. I don't have my Buzz Lightyear toy that I used to have. I have it's at my parents' place, but a Buzz Lightyear, like original generation, like came out before Toy Story 2, OG action figure. I almost said doll, but it's a Space Ranger. Where's the shirt? Okay, Lola, you can sit down with your mic. I'm gonna go change real quick. Okay, I got it on. Okay, we are back. I put on my Toy Story shirt. This has been sitting in the closet for like 2 years now, and we busted it out just for y'all. I tried my best. I wanted to put on Disney Plus and then put on like one of the first Toy Story movies on in the background. And for some reason today, of all days, Disney Plus is just like, you know what? I'm going to just not work anymore. I'm going to just, you know how it normally works? Today it's not going to work. It's okay. I tried for like 20 minutes to fix it.
Yeah, I know. You did everything. Turn it off and on.
I turned it off. Guys, I did everything. I turned it off and on. But no, I actually did try everything. So instead, I went on YouTube and I found this catastrophe. What is this? I don't know what this is. The video was called Toy Story 2 Full Movie, and it's just this mashup, chopped up mess. If you see, there's a Woody dancing in the corner of the screen. Just this Woody thing that's just dancing with a share button. Share? Homie's acting like this is his footage. But anyways, if anything, this is less likely to get me copyright claim, so okay, it's cool. Okay, so Lola, what did you think of Toy Story 5?
I loved it, honestly. I thought it was way better than 4. I don't even really remember Toy Story 4, even though we just watched it.
You know,
I honestly totally forgot we even watched it.
Oh my gosh. You know, there are gonna be kids who grew up with 4 as the only one, and they will be offended. I think
it's okay. Now they have a second chance for their childhood.
They have a second chance. Yeah, no, I think 5 was a major step up. And honestly, we will get into it, but I feel like 4 had to be what it was in order for 5 to be what it was. I adored the movie. I don't think it could have been any better. I loved it. I laughed more than I think any other Toy Story movie. I cried, I think, more than any other Toy Story movie.
He cried a lot.
There was a scene that hit like crazy. And this isn't me gatekeeping, but I think the scene that I cried the hardest at is a scene that I think if a kid watches it who didn't grow up with Toy Story, it will be like, oh, this is emotional. But if you are our age and you grew up with the original Toy Story, it's like, oh man. Before this, I think a lot of people viewed Toy Story 3 as the best one, if not the first one. First and 3 seem to be the consensus goats. I thought 2 was awesome though, but at the same time, I was like a little kid when 2 came out, so it was the prime age for me to love number 2. In the Toy Story 2 video game, where you play as Buzz Lightyear on PlayStation and N64, that was my first Nintendo 64 game, was the Toy Story 2 Buzz Lightyear game. Absolute heater of a game. Classic slapperino. I might make a video on it at some point.
I wish you could put a little bit of it in.
Yeah, I will. And they're actually remastering it, and it's going to be so sick. What a weird surprise. They decided to remaster all the Toy Story video games in a collection that's coming out soon. I don't know if it's out. Maybe they dropped it the same day. I don't know. But oh my gosh, that's gonna be sick. But yes, okay, Toy Story 5. One thing I liked, it felt a lot more like Toy Story than Toy Story 4, because Toy Story 4 took place in weird locations. It was like at a fair and at nighttime and
in an antique shop.
And in an antique shop. That was my main problem with Toy Story 4, is it didn't feel like a grand adventure. It felt like an episode. It felt like a short story, like something that could have been told. Subscribe to my channel. You didn't make it! Toy Story 4 felt like a episode of a show. It felt like a story that the whole thing takes place over the course of a weekend, right?
Yeah.
Whereas Toy Story 5 feels so much bigger. Yeah. It feels like such a bigger thing, a lot closer to Toy Story 3. It also like touches on bigger topics like Toy Story 3 does. Like Toy Story 3, the whole thing was like growing up and outgrowing your toys and then handing them off to the next generation so that it like restarts the cycle. And that's the whole emotional thing with that one. This one, I mean, there were it did deal with those topics, but also there is the whole topic of the technology and the lily pad, of course, which I think they did a good job of making the technology like have personality. Because if it was just like a normal,
she was so funny, honestly.
The lily pad character,
I loved her.
Yeah, I think they did because if it was just like an actual iPad and it was just like a screen machine, like, if it looked like this, it would have no soul whatsoever. I think they did do a good job of, like, a big theme of the movie, and what you kind of expect the movie to be about is, like, anti-screens, like, play with toys in the real world. But I think they did a good job of not really just being like, screens are bad, toys are good. I think the message that it puts forward is a lot better because they didn't do that.
Yeah, I like how they also talked about like different kinds of technology in toys. Like it didn't just jump straight to like, oh, every kid is an iPad kid. Like they had like some things in between.
Yeah. There were toys that had like electronics in them that like, or screens in them, but they weren't like an iPad. It was something a bit more simple, and it was like, oh, this is what we played with before. Yeah, exactly. And I think the movie did a really good job of not just honestly, if I had to sum it up, the movie isn't anti-technology, it's anti-bad friends. Without spoiling anything, I think the movie's real message is just about surrounding yourself with good people who share your values and not changing your values based on who you're around. The main premise of the movie, and this is in the trailer, so we will talk about things that are in the trailer, okay? You know, Bonnie gets a lily pad and it starts neglecting her toys, and all the kids are using these lily pads and are like, oh, you still play with toys? What are you, 7? We're 8 now. And that's also a theme in the movie, is like, kids are trying to grow up too fast.
Way too fast.
They're trying to grow up too fast. Like, enjoy being a kid. Like, you don't need to abandon the things that you enjoyed. And like, it's a lot of peer pressure, right? Like that's kind of what it was in the movie, was peer pressure. And I think it touches on that really well.
Lilypad also reminds me of Leapfrog. That was the name of like the actual like tablet.
Yeah, back in the day. Yeah, did you ever have something like that?
No.
Okay, cool. Yeah, neither did I. That, and then the like toy cars that you could actually drive, those two things were the like,
no, you're rich, and like
my family would never buy me something like that when I was a kid, you know?
I would totally buy a kid a toy car like that.
So the setting of the movie, we were saying how in Toy Story 4 it didn't feel as much like Toy Story partially because of the setting and where it took place. A lot more of this movie takes place in a kid's house or kids' houses, you know? The toys spend a lot of time in houses with other toys, meeting other toys, like that alone, and it's during the daytime mostly, you know, that alone made it feel so much more familiar, not even just familiar, but genuinely like a happier, more inviting movie. Though there was a lot of time they spent outside, and there's
a lot of time spent traveling.
Yes, and there's a lot of animals in this movie. There's more animals in this movie than any other Toy Story movie, that's for sure. And they all were adorable. And it's funny because we just watched Hoppers yesterday.
I love Hoppers.
We just watched Hoppers, and that's also Pixar, and that's animals. Clearly very different art style. I was saying to you that I think that the Hoppers animals are like literally the cutest like animal art style in a 3D animated movie I have ever seen. Like actually my favorite, like so adorable. Hoppers was clearly a smaller project than Toy Story 5. Like the animation in Toy Story 5 and the detail is insane. Like clearly a lot more like fine tuning put into it, which makes sense. I will say I kind of wish my man Chet Hanks could have been in the movie. His dad Tom Hanks has been Woody for 30 years now. Throw my man Chet a bone, you know what I'm saying? They should have had Chet, and he should have sounded like this.
Yo, big up the youth them way out of Kingston. Me wake up this morning and me see the thing turn up. Internet gone mad. Booyaka, booyaka.
We did get to revisit the characters from Toy Story 4, well, the good guys from Toy Story 4, pretty briefly. They didn't overstay their welcome, and they didn't really integrate them in the majority of the movie. There's only a handful of them, and I think they tastefully kind of put them in.
Wait, in this movie?
Yeah, Duke Kaboom.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. Duke Kaboom, Canada's greatest stuntman, played by...
Isn't that a spoiler?
No.
Okay, fine.
Oh, okay. One thing I thought was weird, and I will put some footage on screen. I maybe we'll screenshot it here. I don't remember Woody being that much bigger than Buzz.
Really?
Woody looked way bigger than Buzz Lightyear. Like when they're first talking and they stand next to each other, I was like, dude, Woody is like almost like twice as tall as Buzz. Like I literally do not remember it being that much of a difference.
No, I remember him at that size, honestly.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you let me know in the comments, because I'm gonna put footage on screen right now. Okay, one thing that is always anxiety inducing in the Toy Story movies is it happens so much. In every single Toy Story movie, a toy will like get lost and then picked up by a random person like, oh, look at this cool doll, puts it in his truck, drives far away. You're like, no, they're never gonna see anyone again. So anxiety inducing. That happened like 10 times in this movie, like over and over again. I was so anxious, but it's a movie, so they're not gonna devastate you too much.
Oh, there's one scene I want to say made me anxious, but
Tell me. Yes. Yeah, it was spooky. Yeah, honestly, the trailer did show a lot. It showed a lot of like characters and a lot of different things. Like, I think it did a good job of showing a lot, but not actually spoiling anything. But I think my concern with this movie before seeing it was like, is this going to be like a really lame, like technology is bad, let's all throw away our phones? So that was actually the concern, was like, how are they going to do that? Because if it just did that completely, it would be super out of touch. And I really think they did manage to make it tasteful and not cringe, you know?
no, I agree with you. If anything, one thing I wish they would have shown more of is maybe like more parental controls. I'm just like, wow, they're letting their girls just message.
The apps looked pretty
crazy.
safe to me, but yeah.
No, I'm like, all the bullying that was already happening in that group chat. I was like, what? I thought this is supposed to just be like for games, not like your messaging.
Right, well, yeah, and it is interesting because like there's mean kids in this movie.
Yeah.
But like there's only a handful of kids in the whole movie. So it's almost like half or more of the kids in the movie are mean, you know? So I did think that was kind of interesting, that there were only like a couple like child characters who were actually like lawful good, you know what I mean?
Was Bonnie this shy in like Toy Story 4?
She's barely in it, I think. I don't think she actually does much in Toy Story 4, but she was definitely really shy before. Like there's definitely the shots of her like standing behind her mom's legs, which I used to do as a child. Yes, I was such an anxious kid. I would literally stand behind my mom's legs and hold them and like kind of, and yeah, Bonnie does that, so.
No, I was out there like, hi.
Yeah, you know what?
I didn't get kidnapped, honestly.
When Toy Story 3 happened, it was difficult for me to see the toys go to a new kid, go to Bonnie, and I was like, what the heck? Andy or nothing. But it's like, okay, cool, Andy's 20. But now I'm like so team Bonnie. I'm so like, no, protect Bonnie at all costs, you know? It is kind of funny how that happened. Because I think maybe I was like a teenager when Toy Story 3 came out, and now I'm like old enough to have a kid, you know? So it's like my mindset towards the world and towards like, you know.
You're such a big softie.
I've become very soft for sure. And that's why that one scene that I was talking about like hit me so hard. Yeah, a week ago, I asked a YouTuber friend of mine who reviews movies. He saw the movie like a whole week in advance, and I was like, yo, how was it? And he was like, oh man, it was sick. It probably has one of the best Pixar moments in any Pixar movie, and you can feel it in the entire theater. Oh, he probably felt it more because he went to a pre-screening with all adults.
Oh yeah.
We went to a screening that was like, I feel like it was more adults with their kids than anything else.
Well, I also didn't really get a good look at the theater.
Yeah,
I
we
also
were right at the front.
I loved our seats. Okay, you picked the best possible seats.
It was so easy to go to the bathroom.
I want those seats every time. Honestly, they were perfect.
Sweet. See, here I was thinking I was just picking the last available seats.
No,
but
you had me
turns out,
nervous that it was gonna be like the clunky chairs and like we were stuck in a
no.
row.
It wasn't the clunky chairs.
I thought
it
we
was
were
the
in the
comfy
middle
chairs.
of a row.
No.
But no, we had like our own space actually.
Yeah, it was great. It was great actually. So I think we didn't have that like universal like entire theater having that reaction to that scene, but man, when it happened, I knew exactly what he was talking about, and I was like, a tear. I I tear up at movies, but a tear actually leaving my eye and going down is rare. That is very rare, and it happened for this one. It actually happened for this one, and I was like just looking over at you. I was just looking over at you the whole time.
Yeah, and I was just laughing.
Yeah, no, you weren't. You thought it was adorable. You loved it.
Of course, yes, I thought it was adorable, but I also just thought it was funny. I don't know, movies don't really make me tear up.
I do think it's almost a little bit annoying that, like, I feel like, was it always like this where, like, every animated family movie has to make you cry now?
Yeah.
I feel like it wasn't always like that. I feel like Toy Story 3 was one of the first ones where I was like, oh, why is this movie actually making me cry? And now it's like every time, like, Pixar refuses to make a movie that you don't cry at partway through.
Yeah, no, I agree with you because that's actually what you said during Hoppers. Because you were like, why do we have to go through all 5 stages of emotions?
Yeah,
like,
right.
this is just too much. And honestly, I do agree. I'm like, can a movie just be happy? I wish Slinky Dog was in it more. I loved him.
The voice actor for Slinky is no longer with us. That's why.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so when he does show up, it's actually a good friend of the voice actor.
Yeah. I'm actually tearing up. That's so sad. I love Slinky Dog.
It's been this way since Toy Story 3.
I didn't see 3.
Yeah, okay. Anyways, so overall, honestly, 10 out of 10 for me. I couldn't ask for anything different or better or anything. I think they nailed it. I loved all the new characters. None of the new characters were annoying, and even the ones that were annoying all redeemed themselves. You know, by the end of the movie, there's no characters that you hate. I loved it. I would honestly go see it again, to be honest, which isn't something I normally do, but I would do it for this one. Absolute banger. Pixar, you nailed it. You redeemed yourselves for 4. Thank you for this. And this one couldn't have happened if 4 didn't happen the way it did. Unless they just decided to take a massive break and 4 never happened. Because if they tried to do the whole technology thing in 4, it wouldn't have hit the same because technology wasn't as invasive then as it is now. So this plot works better now than it would have for 4. So, you know, if they had to make a Toy Story movie in 2019 or whenever that came out, I'm glad they didn't try to do this one and they waited, and now's the perfect time for this movie. I like it. I like the message. I cried. And you know what makes me cry of happiness even more?
When you guys like this video.
When you guys support the channel and the work that we do over here, you know? We're very passionate about what we do over here, and I work really hard every single day, so thank you. Now let's get into the quick plot talk.
Spoilers.
The quick plot stuff now. If this is where you're checking out, peace, we love you. Okay. So yeah, the scene that made me cry obviously was the scene where Jessie finds the old lunchbox and she at first she thinks it's Emily, her original owners, but then she realizes it's Emily's daughter who she named Jessie. Yes. She named Jessie, and for me that was, again, because I am at the age where now I could have a kid. It's like at 18, that would not have hit for me. Like, it would have been like, oh, that's so sweet. But now it's like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. It hit me so hard. I loved it. I thought that was beautiful. And then they, you know, carried on. It wasn't even like a necessary part of the movie. It was just like, I mean, it was a necessary part for Jessie's character development. You know?
Because it kind of just wrapped it up. You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't have to wonder whether or not Emily still loved her.
Exactly.
And now she can happily love another kid and won't be like sad, you know?
Yeah, letting go of a lot of trauma, you know? Anything else from the plot?
Honestly, I really thought they were about to jump that family in the tent. Remember?
Oh yeah, that was a really heartwarming moment.
They picked up the marshmallows, the whisk, the ball,
and then they saw their buddy, he's like happy. Yeah, because he was being enjoyed and appreciated by a kid, and so he like smiles and gives them the thumbs up, and they're all like touched by that. They're They're like, oh, Godspeed, soldier.
Yeah,
You
and
know?
I love the end credit scene where they all land at the park and stuff.
Buzzes for everyone. Everyone gets a little buzz, you know?
Yeah, and I love that the teacher or something, he kept one too. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
aw.
You're never too old for a Lightyear. That's what they're saying. You know, when you go to Disneyland, pick up a Buzz Lightyear for your kids and parents, this is cool for you too. That's what they're saying.
I wish Forky and Knifey were more in this movie, honestly, because at first, I hated Forky. I really hated him.
In the last movie?
Yeah, because he was so annoying.
Yeah.
But now,
Well,
I love him.
Right,
okay?
he
I love
wasn't
him.
annoying because he wasn't in the movie as much. That's why.
No, but I loved him in all the little parts when he talked and stuff. Like, remember? Wait, was he the one who was like, man, this is gonna be kind of tough? When he called Knifey stupid.
Yeah, because I forget what she said. She said something just so ditzy, and he was like, well, if I didn't love her so much. Yeah, something funny.
So funny.
So my friends, did you enjoy this video? Did you enjoy this little movie review? Let us know, okay? Because we'd love to do more stuff like this. It was fun. And stay tuned for the Digital Circus reaction coming either today, tomorrow, or yesterday. I don't know. Anyways,
That's funny.
thank you for watching. We love you. Peace.
Should we pretend to be toys?
Oh, wait. Andy's coming.
Hot boy, white boy summer.